This is probably going to be the first and maybe only video I do concerning the government shutdown, unless something else comes up that piques my interest to want me to talk on it. So in case y'all haven't heard, federal employees are, a part of a union. And the union has come together and they said that they plan on suing the government for lack of pay. As a matter of fact, I don't think they're planning on suing them. I think they're just flat out going to do it. This is not going to end well. And we're transitioning into the new year. And by the way, this video is being recorded at 10:03 p.m. December 31st, 2 hours before the new year comes in. Of course, by the time you see it, it'll already be 2019. So they say that they're going to sue the government because of lack of pay. Now, those of you who are not part of the federal government or have never worked there, basically, a furlough is the government shut down. They're basically not getting paid. And when the government finally does open back up, they're pretty much going to get one big check to make up for all the days that they cannot get paid. But the people that I really feel bad for are the essential workers. Those are the people who have to work and not get paid, like your TSA agents, like, people who work at the airport, and, those who have to work jobs that do not stop functioning even regardless of a shutdown. And something tells me that if this keeps going, it's going to lead into a lot of strikes, meaning a lot of people are going to walk off the job. They're going to form probably some unit and they're going to walk off the job. Now, I'm going to be honest. I work at the airport and my job is considered essential, but it's through a contract. So it's not connected to the federal government. If, say, for example, TSA was to form that unit I was talking about and they decided to walk off of their job without TSA there, the whole operation at an airport falls apart because they need TSA agents there in order to operate security when the people are checking in. And without them, we can't work. And that'll start to trickle down and affect me. So who knows what's going to happen? And with this thing right here in the White House at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, who knows what can actually happen from this? They said right now they hope to have the government back open by next week. So that means it's going to go out through the rest of this week, and they hope to have it open by January 7th. That's the goal. But I'm going to go ahead and read this article coming from CNN. It says a federal employee labor union is suing the U.S. government for requiring essential. Now, I just talked about this. Requiring essential employees to work without pay during the partial government shutdown. The American Federation of Government Employees alleged Monday that the government is violating the Fair Labor Standards Act by forcing employees deemed essential to work without pay. Now, this is a person who I'm not even sure if they're not essential, but if they aren't, they are sticking their neck out for essential employees, which is not a bad thing. About a quarter of the government has been affected by the shutdown, including correctional officers, border patrol, and immigration and custom enforcement agents and transportation security officers. Across different government agencies, about 380,000 federal employees will be furloughed and 420,000 will work without pay due to the shutdown continuing into the new year. That 420,000, as you can see, is a number that's almost 100,000 more than the federal employees. Those are the essential workers. AFGE filed the suit in the U.S. Court of Federal Claims on behalf of all essential government workers, as well as named plaintiffs Justin Turovsky and Grayson Sharp, who work for the Bureau of Prisoners. The union's president, J. David Cox, called the requirement that some federal employees work without pay inhumane in a statement Monday. Our nation's hero, AFGE, members and their families deserve the decency of knowing when their next paycheck is coming and that will be paid for their work, he said, adding that many of the affected workers are veterans or law enforcement. Our intent is to force the government and the administration to make all federal employees whole. The White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment Monday night. They probably weren't about trying to get so intoxicated to bring in the new year to even give a damn about what this person is saying. But I wouldn't be surprised if this led to some kind of a purge going on. If this thing goes on for too long, expect an increase in robberies to happen because people are going to do what they feel they need to do for money. Because guess what? You may not be working, but guess what? Those bills are not going to stop coming. That phone bill, that electric bill, that gas bill, that water bill, any other type of bill that you have is still going to come, and it better be paid. Otherwise, it's going to be cut off. And a lot of people who work in the government, unfortunately, some of them don't have a lot of liquid assets to the side. Basically, money that's stored away for an emergency. So I don't know what's going to end up happening because of this, but if they don't have something done by Monday like they hope, it's going to get real. It's going to get very real fast. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be in the description. I will talk to you in the next one.